Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another day of AGILE Scrum. So today we will be transitioning into business analysis chapter. Before we begin, let me quickly ask anyone here for the first time, uh, or it's your day one? Okay, I'll take this as no, and we'll continue to get started. Let me share my screen as well. And I'm going to share. By the way, please do confirm if you can hear me well, everyone. Could you please confirm by giving
Yes,
some?
we can.
Okay, awesome. All right, let me share my screen now. So today we have transitioned into business analysis, and we will be learning all about business analysis, that's BA. And in between, you may find me going on mute as well due to bad throat, as I informed earlier as well. Study itself, I had informed. And yeah, okay, all right. So I want someone to start reading. Please read the first bullet point as well as the second one. Anyone, please go ahead.
IIBA was founded in Toronto, Canada in October of 2003 to support the business analysis community.
Okay, anyone with the another bullet?
The Body of Knowledge Committee was formed in October of 2004 to define and draft a global standard for the practice of business analysis. In January of 2005, IIBA released version 1.0 of a guide to the business analysis body of knowledge for feedback and comment.
Yeah, thank you so much for reading this out, guys. So yeah, IIBA is the International Institute for of Business Analyst. So like by now, last time I have spoken about, there is a body of knowledge always required to run practices, okay, and follow the discipline. Like for PMO or project management is PMBOK is there. Like for Scrum, there is a Scrum Bok, and likewise for and Scrum Bok was introduced very later. However, for this business analysis community, around in 2003, the urge of support was felt for this particular community, and for that very reason, around in 2004. This community came together. They formed a committee and released a guide with the name BABOK, that is the Business Analyst Body of Analysis Body of Knowledge, in January 2005 with version 1.0. The whole idea behind is that entire business analyst community, they will follow certain practices, discipline, and they will abide by the guidelines that will be released into BABOK. Right now, the current version of BABOK is version 3.0. And and I'll share the version 3.0 with all of you. Okay, so this is the Quran, Bible, and everything for business analysis community. So let's understand what exactly we mean by business analysis. I want someone to read this bullet point on the screen, please.
BABOK Guide, version 3.0. Business analysis is the practice of enabling change in an enterprise by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholders.
Yeah, thank you so much for reading this out. So yes, as you read that this practice is the whole idea is to enable the changes. And I think multiple times I have spoken that when we talk about the changes and recommending the changes has to be the key practices for business analyst community. See, the dedicated community having the goal to add the value and complete the delivery. But there should be someone who will be continuously adding the value for the customer as per the market trend. There should be someone who need to identify the market trend, the updates, and enforce the the target audience to align with the market. And then for that reason, business analyst came into the picture, whose role was just to look for the incorporation of the market trend into the current business. And for that very reason, business analyst's work was encouraged. Okay. And it is considered this as a, very helpful job, because and why it is helpful, not only for just customer but also for vendors, plus working community as well, because the more they will identify the new recommendation, there are chances, like yesterday I was talking and someone was talking about, it's all about the budget and sponsor. No, it is just not about the budget. It's also about the need or urgency felt regarding updating the softwares and thereby adding the value to the end user. Okay. And if business analyst can make it realize to the customer, this will be considered as a top priority. And if this is the business analyst job, was directly working with the customers, as business analyst job is also the customer facing role. So more he will try to suggest the recommendation to the client and convince them why these needs are required, and customer embrace those changes. There are chances that more required work will be handed over to you guys. When I say you guys, means to the vendor. All right. So yeah, so this is what business analyst when say what exactly it is. So those who identify the gap into the system and thereby suggest the changes with alignment to the um, market trend. So this job is always with business analysts. So let's understand who exactly these people are, or what is expected from this. So let's go ahead. I want someone to read this bullet point for me on left hand side.
Who is business analyst? A business analyst is any person who perform business analyst tasks described in a BABOK guide, no matter their job title or organizational role. Business analysts are responsible for discovering, synthesizing, and analyzing information from a variety of sources within an enterprises, including tools, processes, documentation, and stakeholders. The business analyst is responsible for eliciting the actual needs of stakeholders, which frequently involve investigating and clarifying their expressed desires in order to determine underlying issues and causes.
Yeah, thank you so much for reading this out. So the whole idea is that first, these people has to be abide by the guide, that is the BA guide. They are good into analyzing the gap. They are good into encrafting the processes and document the requirement, able to suggest the tools required to meet the requirement. However, they also elicit the need for the of the stakeholder. And so how exactly it happens? Suppose, say for example, there is existing system, customer is working onto that, they are trying to deliver. Business analysts are expected to be they are expected to be subject matter expert. What they are expected to be, everyone?
Subject matter
Subject
expert.
matter expert.
Exactly, you're right. Subject matter expert in the area. And because they are subject matter expert, um, as per the market trend and as per the market analysis, they identify the gap between existing system and the updated one, which market has already embraced. In case the client has not yet embraced, they help client to identify the losses and the losses as well as the disadvantages of not embracing the new system, and they also let them realize the importance of embracing the new system, and thereby they take the order or take the confirmation from the client and come back to the vendor and suggest that this incorporation has to be done, and thereby they make sure that more work is added and more value is required to be added to the customer as well, and thereby you will find that more flow of the work is already there. And in a way, not only customer is anticipating the new and updated job, but as well as for the existing team also there will be ongoing job. The moment they will stop identifying these gaps, what the result may be, you may feel that, just give me a second, you may feel that there is stagnation of the work, and thereby there will be always threat of losing the job. And that's the very reason, as a business analyst, you are encouraged to utilize these trait of yours. Okay, any question around it? If not, yeah, so Malavika, that has been taken care. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, and why this need was experienced, why business analysis was needed. I want some three different people read three different bullet point, please, for me. Okay, two different people with three different bullet point. How you are going to read? Person one will go through the first bullet and second bullet, please. Go ahead. Please unmute yourself.
Change in life happens. Project requires flexibility and adaptation to respond to change. One has to analyze the impact due to change.
Yeah, thank you. New person with the last bullet point.
This one is business analyst who analyzes the change, impact, gather requirement, and liaise with stakeholders.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for reading this out. So understand that as existing system, you are working continuously, okay? And as the very first thing says that change in life happens, not necessarily that existing system will continue to work forever, okay? And that's the reason, as a business analyst job to identify the gap between existing system and upgraded system and identify the gap, and if it is not bridged the gap, then it will impact the performance, it will impact the revenue as well. And for that very reason, as business analyst who will need to communicate the impact with the customer, okay, lies with them. Not only customer, sometime he would be required because customer need even sponsors to be convinced. So business analyst will be taken up to sponsors. He needs to tell or present the entire need of the change. Okay, entire need of the change to the entire community, so that with the 100% 100% agreement, it is accepted and it is incorporated. So that's very reason that was the time when the need of the business analyst was experienced, and they were rolled upon this job to do this activity. So yeah, let's understand this diagram for this very reason. So this is somewhere requirement management workflow. You can understand this to be, and let me quickly explain this. Okay, the moment requirement comes into the picture, it has to be planned well, managed well, and elicited well. It has to be confirmed, and that's when it will be communicated sometime into the written form. This requirement becomes the part of the solution what customer is looking for. Requires to be solution oriented, and it will be validated with certain questions. Based on that, what the requirement is coming up will be the form one, and with the confirmation of the customer. And for that very reason, the analysis part happens, and once agreed answer, the documentation takes place, and then while documentation is happening as a whole, how it is impacting the entire enterprise, and thereby the entire enterprise analysis will take place. And again, if the requirement is already frozen, it requires to be further planned and managed. And for that very reason, planning and management part, the documentation will come into the picture. We will be more talking about the documentation in coming slides. Let's understand before that what is the precondition. So we'll see that what is the prerequisite of a business analyst then if you need to be. So here you see that minimum requirement of the knowledge for a person to be the uh, business analyst is that you need to have a degree and the domain knowledge. So say, for example, tomorrow you are thinking to get into the particular, um, company and on project, they simply explain you that what they are expecting from you. Okay. Is it an oil and gas agency? Is it a courier or cargo company? Is it a bank? Is it a banking company? Is it a insurance company? Is it a telecom company? Is it a HRMS company? What kind of software they are using? Based on that, they will mention the entire detail into their job description, and based on that, you as a business analyst are required to know at least the domain part. How to know the domain? The minimum thing you must remember is to know the life cycle. What you need to know to what could be the prerequisite to have the domain knowledge, guys? What you should
Life
know?
cycle.
Life cycle.
Yeah, minimum
Life
life cycle. If you get to know, trust me, you will have gradual grip on the subject, and it has the power to make you the subject matter expert gradually. Okay, and yes, of course, you would require to know more the nuances inside of the particular domain while you are learning the mm, no, life cycle of it. Okay, along with that, you must have the analytical skill. Analytical skill means exact the next step without any assumption. You need to know and trace. If you're going to, so what happens? I'm going to reveal here that in mock interview, what kind of question I ask. Okay, I generally give a case study or say situation. Okay, in situation, I expect you to answer rightly. I generally say that, okay, imagine you are to go to a nearby grocery store, and you stay uh, in a two-room apartment. One is kitchen, one is the main hall, say for example, and you have got a sofa, fridge, and yeah, everything else which is required, and you maintain good chilled water in your fridge. And say for example, there is a dark now, you have come back from the grocery store, standing at your door, and you have to grab the bottle from the fridge and drink the chilled water. Or tell me these things in the step. Not everyone easily give me the step. Someone directly open the fridge and take the water. So they forget to open the door even because door was closed. If the door was closed, everything was dark. You forget to switch on the, you know, switch on this what you call light inside the room. Even if you do that, you forget to open the door of the fridge as well. Okay, and they directly um, grab the bottle from the refrigerator. You grab the bottle from the refrigerator, they forget to open um, the cork of the bottle, and they directly drink water. So there are many steps that gets missed. Why I'm sharing with you this in detail, so that you know there is a tiniest step involved into that. You can't ignore that, and you can only not ignore when you have a good analytical skill. You can think that what is the immediate next tiniest step that you can think of. So that makes you business analyst. Are you with me, everyone, following?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And is it making sense to you, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. Then little bit of knowledge of the Microsoft Excel. Yes, now the Microsoft Word has been taken over by um, Confluence in Atlassian. Okay, uh, but Excel minimum knowledge is required because sometime the framework is made ready in the Excel itself. Excel is such a powerful tool. Using that, you can do multiple activities. Okay. Uh, and the other part is negotiation skill. So negotiation skill, when I say, it means that now we have seen just that how as a business analyst you would require to convince client to adapt the change or adapt the missed gap. Okay. And for that, of course, you have to have a good negotiation skill so that you will be heard and uh, thereby the decision is taken place. Okay. Nowadays, SQL is also required. So no, you should not be the expert into that. SQL is the structured query language. Prerna generally suggests to learn SQL in the easy manner. At least minimum query is expected for you to know. That is from the bigger table. If you need to look for a few things, few item you need to trace or capture from the bigger table, at least you should know that what you want to select from there. Okay, and for that very reason there is a select query. So the basic knowledge you can have from w3schools.com or .org, I really don't remember. So there you can easily learn SQL. So this has come nowadays. It is expected for business analysts to know minimum this SQL. Okay, with me so far, everyone? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So you should not be the expert in this, and this is quite easy to know. In coming days, I'll tell you that if you need to learn anything in this entire world by following golden quadrants of learning, how you can definitely learn anything and master it. Okay. And the sixth, that minimum communication skill, you should have communication. That it means that you can communicate with stakeholders and all. So here it says in this diagram that how you can be the expert one. So you need to identify the requirement, okay? Why exactly someone needs or something, okay, some changes, elicitate that and collaborate with the stakeholders, okay, and then communicate that requirement, okay. When a requirement is communicated, then model it in a way that you trace a good process for it and then continue to manage it. And that's the minimum work that is expected from business analyst. Any questions so far in this slide? If not, we'll move to the next one. Okay, I'll take this silence as a no and we'll continue to move. Okay. Now, what is the roles and responsibility of business analyst? So today's our learning will be more dedicated towards this basics of business analyst. We won't go much more in detail. The whole idea behind is that for many people, this is day one. For many people, this is a transition, okay, in continuation. So considering the all type of audience, we will be catering. Uh, So we will be catering the things accordingly. I want two different people to read these two bullet points, please.
Business analysts work across all levels of an organization and may be involved in everything from defining strategy to creating the enterprise architecture to taking a leadership role by defining the goals and requirements for programs and projects or supporting continuous improvement in its technology and processes.
Thank you so much for reading this out. So yeah, understand that this role is something quite leadership role. It is understood. The entire role is that your involvement is to support the organization towards continued improvement with with embracing the technology and the processes. you help organization to define the goal and help to craft the program accordingly so that customer gets ready to go ahead and follow with the new changes. Okay, and with your support, what exactly happens? It continues to add value to the organization. When I'm saying you, means you as a future business analyst continue to add value to the organization, and more value addition is done from your end. You know, it impacts the decision, it thereby it impacts the business revenue too. So that's what the second bullet point is talking about. Business analysis help businesses do business better. Any questions so far, guys? So this is minimum of all about business analyst. Any questions so far? Okay. If not, it's not a problem. So, okay. I'll just quickly uh, with Prerna. Okay, somehow Prerna has not joined. Let me give me some time. Let me quickly check with her. Okay,
हेलो
not a
बेटे
problem.
बेटे मैं दाल चावल बना रही हूँ
Okay, I think you need to go on mute, guys. Somehow you are heard. Okay.
हेलो लेन
Yeah. Okay, so I'm flipping the slide now. What minimum requirement is expected from you when it comes to be a good business analyst? Okay, and as I said, the minimum requirement of I want someone to read this bullet point for me. What you see on the screen? Please go ahead. And I believe I'm audible.
Business analytics with Excel, business analysis versus business analytics. The focus of business analytics is data and reporting, analyzing past business performance and predicting future business performance. The focus of business analysis is functions and processes, identifying business needs and recommending solutions.
Yeah, thank you so much for filling this out. So yeah, so it's all about the understanding the prediction. Okay, thereby the prediction impacts the performance and thereby improving the processes. Okay, and then recommend the solution. So when it comes to Excel, it is quite easy, and when you involve Excel, you know, the job becomes of business analytics. For that, let me quickly do one thing. Let me quickly show you up that how it can be done. And for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to share the entire screen. Okay. Let me try to bring something for you. So one very important thing for business analysts to know is about Excel, that at least I'm expecting or you are expected to know the pivot table in Excel. Okay, so what I said, the word, what you need to know?
Pivot table.
Pivot table.
Exactly. So how the whole idea is that with the pivot table, you will find the tons of data. The whole idea is that you need to summarize it. Okay. So say for example, you can see the data in the Excel. Can you all see that? This is the data, tons of data. Okay, so many rows and columns. Can you all see that on my
Yes.
screen, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. So how to
Yeah.
process these data, how to simplify these data, and for that minimum requirement is to know the pivot table and understand pivot table is the summary. Okay, say for example, what generally I do, I go at the top row of the table, top row, top column. It means that first cell of any table. So considering this, say for example, how many rows are there? I don't know, or how many. So almost 10,000 rows are there. Okay. So I'll be at the top, and in Excel always go to insert, and then the moment you will see insert, you will see the pivot table. Can you all see the pivot table option where I'm hovering the mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
just click onto that. Okay, and it's ask that from table range, from external data source. So we have table. The moment I'll click, the entire table will be highlighted. Okay, so I set this and you saw that entire table gets highlighted automatically. Yeah, can you all see that the continued dashes around the entire table?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can observe that,
Yes.
and this is selected over here. Sheet number 7 from A1 till U995. Okay. Now you have the choice to get this pivot table into the new worksheet or existing worksheet. So I'll select in this case new worksheet. So it will take me to sheet number 8. Okay. Now the entire field, when I'm talking entire field, means this entire A to U, the headers of this entire field will be listed here on the right hand side. Can you all see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And more tables are there. Say for example, I need to identify the profit, and I'm doing the this randomly. Uh, Identify the profit category wise. I don't know what all are there in the category, and it has the subcategories also. Even I need to know that. Okay, so I saw there are almost 3 types of category, and in these 3 types of category, there are multiple subcategory, and it is giving me the sum of profit. Can you all see that
Yes.
Uh-huh.
on
Yes.
right hand side? So say for example, I don't want profit, so I want something else. I will be more interested towards the um, so I will remove this field. I will be more interested towards the sales. So I'll remove this field. I will bring sales over here. Okay. Now it is giving me the entire details of the sales. Now I want to play over here. Play at means that can I sort it out? So I'll just right click and just see what are the chances of sorting. So it can give me the various values from small to large. So I'll just sort and try to see whether it has given me or not. So no, I don't think it has given me the sorting well. So now I'll put the sort. Yeah. So I selected the header of the sales, and then it gave me the sorted right. Okay. The same thing I need to do in the furniture. And so there are multiple ways. So you can play into that. The whole idea is to summarize. Now, if I need to summarize, I can insert the recommended chart as well. I'll go to the inserts, and then from here, I will see some recommended chart. Can you all see that here? The recommended chart?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just try to click on it and see if I can get something. So yeah, I can get multiple charts, various options. Okay. And I select a one. Okay. And it give me the chart. This chart can continue to be changed. Say for example, I also need to have more details. Say for example, something which is for that. Say for example, when I want to know the profit and I don't want to put it somewhere else, I'll just simply right click this and I will add this as a slicer. Okay. So whatever the selection will be there, forget about this profit. If eh, I want to enter more information, I want various more information. So So say, for example, I want region wise, I will put it into slicer. Say now the entire details I want only for the East region, I need to select that. Okay. The entire, summary will get changed. If I need to have just only for the central region, okay, the entire summary and graph will continue to change. Only for West, it will continue to change. Only for the South, it will continue to change. Again, if I want Central to West, everything, I will press Controls and click, Control click, and Control click. So it continue to. So this is the very, at least, the minimum simplest thing you should know. With me so far in the Excel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So this is the minimum. Sorry, I started continuing speaking over the mute. So this is the minimum thing I'm expecting for you to do. So today I'll be stopping today's session on this note only. I'll be sharing one Excel file in the group that is totally towards the pivot table. Go ahead, do your self-study, get aware with this pivot table summarizing stuff, okay, and try to play into that, okay, and thereby that brings more confidence, okay, in you. There are some existing pivot table. If you want, you can delete the existing one and try to replicate that one more time. You don't need to save that. If you save that after the changes, you will lose the originality of it. You will lose the originality of it. And in case you just without saving continue to play, you will see that you will see and understand that how it has evolved. So is it okay? You will be able to practice in the pivot table Excel if I will share with you guys. Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
So I'm going to give,
Yes, please.
and also due to two reasons, I need to drop off right now. Some of Prerna is also not able to join in. So now three reasons. So anyways, so here I'm going to stop it. And after you confirm your attendance, as in how do you feel like this has not been stretched today? And how do you feel like saying after today's learning? I know it was just started with the basics of the business analyst and came towards the business analytics, that is the Excel point. So I'll be sharing shortly the Excel one, but would like to know from each one of you, what do you feel like saying? All right, everyone, then we'll talk to again on the next Sunday. But before that, do attend your RRB session. Okay, any questions so far?
No.
No? Okay, great. So not a problem then. In case, even if you have any question, I see that few of you come ahead and you ask and your question gets answered as well. Sometime with me, other people also contribute. So I really like it. Continue to do that. And yeah, right away, I'll be sharing the Excel file with you. Okay. And then you drop what do you feel like saying, what has been your top learning as well. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Thank you.